Okay, artist, today we are going to be inspired by Dale Chihuly and his glass bowls, and we're going to make our own versions of that using a coffee filter and markers. The first thing you need to do is to get a coffee filter, a piece of paper, and a pencil. You're going to write your name on that piece of paper, and we'll be using this to set by your art later. You can put the pencil away, and then you're going to get markers. You are going to be filling up your coffee filter so that there is no white left. So you can decide on a design, so maybe you want to start with like a flower in the middle, or you can just color it. It could just be an abstract art. Remember, abstract art isn't a picture of really anything specifically, nothing that you can name, but it could just be about the colors. But I want to make sure this is eventually going to get wet, and I don't want colors that don't mix well on the color wheel to be next to each other. And red and green are across from each other on the color wheel, so they will make brown. And if I don't want brown in my Chihuly bowl, then I'm going to make sure to not put green by my red. So I'm going to think purple is a neighbor to red on their color wheel, so I'm going to put maybe some purple around my flower. So maybe my petals get bigger, and I'm going to fill this in. This purple works really good. If you get a marker that doesn't work so good, go see if you can find one that really has bright colors to it. Not all of our markers in the art room work the best. So make sure you have a tool that you are going to be able to use and be happy with. So I'm going to use this purple, and sometimes the markers that don't work the best can still make some cool texture and a cool color. So you decide as the artist if you need to go get a new marker. So after that, I might decide, I know I don't want to put yellow next to purple because that might make brown. I might want maybe a blue. And maybe now I just want to fill in, like this marker is not working the best, so maybe I want it to be a light color like that. Or I can try and see if I can get another one that works better. Nope, they are both out. So I'm going to keep trying to find one. This one's a little bit better. I'm just going to do kind of a layer of going back and forth and filling this area behind my flower in with the blue. So I'm going to keep filling up my whole thing to the very edge. You can see I have one done here. This one I didn't start with a shape or anything. I just colored the whole thing in. When you have it all colored and there is no white, so I see some white over here, I might want to go back in with my purple and fill in these areas. Or maybe one of these blues and fill in if I see white. I want to fill that in. Then you're going to come and get a cup and a rubber band. And you are going to put your paper, it's flat now, it doesn't look like a coffee filter anymore, and you're going to wrap it around. So the center of it goes at the top of the cup. You kind of wrap it around, and you're just going to take the rubber band and place it around once. And then I want you to put your name inside the cup. And you can put them at pink table. And then you can clean up your supplies. When all of them are there, I am going to get out a spraying starch, and I'm going to spray them. And you can see this one is still drying, but when I spray it, it makes all of the marker wet, and they kind of run together. And when it's dry, I'm going to take it off, and it will hold its shape like a Chihuly bowl. Have fun.